Hello, hello, it's me. Test 1 2. Test. Test. 1 2 3 into the 4. 1 2 3 into the. What's up, everybody? Good morning. Let's see the visuals. Gotta align myself to the visuals, you know. The visuals, the bougie visuals. How's everybody's energy today? Get closer. Mika is here. We got Yvette. Feeling humble and happy. I like humble and happy. Are you humble, happy this morning, everybody? How about something warmer? Give me some warmth. Started out a bit down, but feeling good this evening. Okay, welcome in Waza. That's why they say started from the bottom. Now we here. Thank you, Shanti. Nice to see you again. Can you see ghosts? Some human beings are more like ghosts than ghosts, because they called their lost soul. Unfortunately, but that's just how things are sometimes. I see you from. Shout out to Portugal. Nice, it's good lighting, soft box. But also, when you live a low-stress life, when your life is low-stress, your body is low-stress, and your happiness high. I had a wonderful video dance party. Hey, shout out to the dance party video with Unique Divine. Keyword. Add target keyword, which is spiritual talk. Let me see who else. Helder. We got Inca. Waza. Who else? Let's see who's the first one. Let de Lumir. Bonjour. Nitro up in here. Nemo, nice to see Nemo. Carolyn. Vicky. Bridges. Kwang. Ooh. Sawadee Kap. Kun Kwang. When I see her name, I think Kwang, but it's pronounced Kwang. Thai, that Thai. Shout out to the Thai language. Spiritual. My name is pronounced Taned. Taned. Do you have another link into? No. Well, no, I don't. Well, does the other account I have? I just use it to watch myself to see the framing, cause you gotta. If you don't check that triangle around me, it's not. Can invisible forces hurt me? Well, what do you think stress is? But the stress is something you can manage, because the stress is in here. You cannot manage something outside of you unless it's your job. You can't tell people what to do unless it's your job. So that's why paying people to do something, they do it from here instead of here. So when it's something with love, they do it from here. The spirituality, helping people, kindness, the beautiful thing, Why does it sound big? Oh, the bit. Audio a bit different. Test 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 1 2 1 2. Do you believe in I believe in many things. There might be kiddie people, but I'm not concerned about dramatic things, right? There could be cat people living under the ground of the earth. I care about how can we make your life more happier. Sometimes we care more about the damn Anunnaki than our own life. Sometimes we care more about politics than our own happiness. That's why I spend a lot of time focusing on happiness. And that's why I'm happy. Basics, right? That's the super basic right there. How can you get more basic than that? This is why I'm very peculiar who I talk to or who I listen to, because some people are more concerned with things that have nothing to do with their happiness. My life is a life of heartfelt service to all humanity. Glad to hear that. Welcoming the elf. I've been this is new, but everything else we've been having. I had a great day with the family yesterday. Thank you for spending time with your family. It's very important. Family time. I exist in several dimensions. Your ego does. There's only now. Because dimensions can only be perceived by the mind. When you live in the moment, you're in infinite dimension. Can you count infinite? You will count forever. Just enjoy the damn moment. Ta-da! Problem solved. But the ego wants more dimension, 70, 80, 90. That's why when I hear people talk about 70, 90, so cute. Because they're not even in that first dimension called the moment. And that's all. This thing will start making stuff up about different dimensions. Right? Stay grounded, because when we dabble or explore in dimensions that are somewhere beyond, it's beyond the ego, right? It's here. And so that's why I respect people who talk about the 70, 90, we're going to the 6th dimension, 9th dimension, 10th dimension. But it's not practical. This right now is practical. Use it and be good at this dimension. Sometimes we're more invested at other dimensions because our reality sucks and we want to have a fantasy about some other dimension. Because why? We don't talk to our mama, we're broke. We don't even like our job, we're heartbroken. And so that's why we daydream about fantasy dimensions, which may exist. Yeah, you can make freaking 13 dimension 14. Why stop at 10? Why stop at 7D? But let's get the moment. Let's just enjoy the moment and practice this dimension. And a lot of times, people dabble or explore too many dimensions because we're doing too much plant medicine. We're abusing plant medicine, so which makes your brain consciousness in some other dimension. You know how many people are abusing plant medicine? Why? Because it's highly accessible now and mainstream now. So the amount of people abusing plant medicine is a damn issue. Period. The end. Which I used to do in the past too, and I know a lot of people definitely do that. And so that's why I straightforward call it out, so that we can move beyond the abuse of medicine, which poisons the consciousness. If you abuse any medicine, you poison yourself. Well, how much is enough medicine? When you don't know, most people don't have discipline, so they're not going to go with a doctor's recommendation. Right? So when the shaman if there's even a shaman recommending the dosage of any plant, who's recommending the dosage of plant medicine? People's egos oftentimes. How much is enough? Right? It's like when you tell people, how much gaming is enough video gaming, right? They recommend 2 hours. Most people don't play 2 hours of gaming like, oh, it's been 2 hours, I'm gonna stop. Moderation is key, but who the hell is like, I'm going to smoke in moderation. Because if they had discipline, they would meditate and find a way where they don't need it as much. But you can respect the medicine, but many people don't know how to discipline the dosage. So you end up abusing, addicting, attachment. It's been nice. In May I smoke. Yeah, a lot of people do that. You smoke all day and play 6 hours a game, yeah. Who out here moderating the moderators? What if you never tried it? Congratulations. You've been blessed. You've been for real. But you have to see, why is that a blessing? Sometimes you're blessed and you don't even know it. Which is a beautiful thing. Because if you can just learn to be happy with gratitude, oh, I wish I would have learned that earlier on. Gratitude is the greatest high. Thank you so much for my life. Like, that's my number one prayer. Thank you so much for my life. That's a lifesaver. Yeah. I'm addicted to ice cream and root beer float. I mean, hey, that high fructose corn syrup up in there, you know. Welcoming shiny kitten. How to sit longer in meditation? Or how use meditation as a tool to bring clarity and reflection time for yourself. Sometimes learn to let go of thinking too. Sometimes reflect. It's not like one size fit all. You have to learn to adjust. It's dynamic. Life is dynamic. The ego wants things to be black and white, clean and clear, up and down. But things are dynamic. Yes, there's yin and yang, but there's also the rainbow spectrum that make life colorful. Even though the suffering of life is not what we want, it's what make life life, right? Even the Buddha taught life is suffering, or there's pain in life. Pain is inevitable, suffering is optional. We all gonna experience pain, but you can reduce the suffering when you learn to let go of the pain of the past and live more in the now. Hello, Thea missed. But that's old news. Huh? Test 1, 1, 2, 3. It was definitely a journey to that moderation. If you have moderation in your life, congrats. Most people flaunt the word moderation and they abuse. Really. Especially with the herb. You can't even say that word around here. Extra spicy basil. Yeah. Something in my eye. Can you be around the wrong combination of... Hell no. The only wrong combination is perception. You just perceive wrong. A lot of the times, the main issue is your own perception. You think negative. And so you create negative. That's why you have to be responsible for your life, or you'll live blaming the damn crystals, the system, your mama, your neighbor, your cat. Freaking a rock on the road. You were on the phone, didn't pay attention, but you blame the rock after you hit it. You see what human beings do? You were on the phone, not paying attention, and then you yelled at the rock. Human beings. So funny. That's why insurance company love people. Somebody to blame. Lack of accountability. Yeah, that's just lack of accountability, integrity, honesty, respect. Because people lazy want to just people. The reason people lazy is because the mind just loves comfort, and it's like the mind is like, now I have to go hunting because if I don't hunt, I don't eat. Fine, okay, I'll go hunt, right? But if you want to live a good life, you gotta prepare the food. Like, okay, it's winter time, it's coming. It's gonna be a lot harder to hunt. We have to gather and make a plan so we can survive winter, or else we dead. But now, that aspect of life, still there, but it's not like hunting and gathering. It's called get a job. Find a way to make your life work, or else you'll be a victim of your life. Or you can be responsible for your life. or not. Just keep blaming. Be the blame you wish to see in the world. Be the complaint you wish to see in the world. Yes. Wait, no. That's the wrong message. Imagine, oh God. Yeah, be the complaint. Wait, people are already doing that. No, be the change. We're thinking too hard. Let's just go back to playing Call of Duty. Let's just go back to shopping on Shein. Let me build my Pinterest wall to pin the stuff I need to buy later, even though I don't need it. For next year Halloween, you know. That's a really good costume, and so I'm trying to be. I'm trying to make that new costume where you put fake pants in the front and it looks like a kid's on a roller coaster. Let me think about that. Stop talking. Don't talk about the truth. I don't want to hear the truth. I want to hear BS. Okay, let's turn on Britney Spears MTV again. And they say she's so lucky. She's a star. How about Harry Styles? No, that's boring. I want a K-pop now. How about some Blackpink? Wait, no, I don't. What about your life? I don't want to think about my life. I just want to watch more stuff so I don't have to think about my life, so my life continue being unhappy. Stop being so negative. Well, if it's true and it's negative, do we just not think about it? Yeah. That's why we go to the bar. We don't have to think about stuff. Just keep going back to unfulfilling job. Or we just eat fancy to go back to unfulfilling job. Olive Garden have infinite breadsticks. Just eat more breadstick. When you go home, you pass out. You forget your job sucks. So you keep going to it. Next day you order Domino. And occasionally you go to the Pinky Up restaurant, the Italiano restaurant. You order the 2 dinner size. You go, I would like to order a bottle of wine. You dress fancy and then you go back to your unfulfilling life. Sometimes you go to the baseball game. Yay! Back to unfulfilling life after the game. Stop talking about it like that. That's just how life is. It's gonna be unfulfilling. Let's go to Thailand for 2 weeks. Yay! Go to the temple. Go eat the street food just like YouTubers do. And come back to unfulfilling life. No. Just take a 2-week break to come back to years of hell again. And then you quit that job to go back to a new unfulfilling job because it. Now you got no plan in life. You feel you're left behind. All your friends getting married. You still single. You think something wrong with you. Hello, Sonia. Miss Heather D here. I'm giving you a realistic scenario of what's going on in the matrix. This is called the matrix. Whatever I was demonstrating to you. It's called the programming, whether it's a societal one, how American men and women should act, behave. Thanksgiving, you gotta buy the turkey. And Christmas, you have to buy the gifts. Valentine's Day, you gotta buy the chocolate and roses and kip, right? And now occasionally, you have to post on TikTok and all these things, and only to come back to a life that's unfulfilling, but you're just doing what the programming is telling you to do. But you're not truly happy, but you don't realize it because you're just going through the motion of all the different programmings. And so it's all this, a web of, so it's a net that keeps you, but it's all an illusion. But you can only see through the illusion if you slow down and chill the F out with meditation. That's what this is. The Tibetans have found a way, the fastest way. That's why we have Tibet. This is Tibetan singing bowl. Right, potent healing, but it won't get through to everybody. Right, that's why you hear the and then this happened. This bald dude talking some real shit over here. I thought he was just trying to take my money for a private card reading. Never thought about it like that before. Wait, there's no readings in here. You don't have to subscribe. That's what it takes, brothers and sisters, to actually help people feel, reconnect with their heart. But it's worth it because when people wake up, you breathe easy, you smile easy, you're less worried about other people and enjoy the moment more. Delicious moment. When before you're like, oh, I gotta go to the party now. I know like your friend circle is like 50 people and everybody's birthday is like every other week. That's so tiring. I used to live that kind of life. Every other week, somebody's effing birthday. So you gotta go out all the damn time. And now you're in a cycle of unfulfilling parties, but you think, and you just go there because you're trying to holler at some girls or maybe potentially find a soulmate. But that soulmate is you. You're looking for yourself, not realizing it. Going to parties, dressing all cute. You dress to impress other people who don't actually care about you. Some people do, okay. Some people do. But they're also drunk, they're in the same boat as you, so they do care, but they don't even know how to care for themselves. Right, they love you, but they don't love themselves. So a bunch of people who don't love themselves get together, sipping on them, right? Pop a little champagne. It's Sunday, so we do a little bottomless mimosa. Oh, would you like some Merlot? This is from 2004, Love Your Damn Self Vineyard. I've been keeping it for a while. Hey, welcoming Michelle King. Nice to see you, sister. You don't know bottomless mimosa with Emily. I feel personally victimized right now. Like the reason why people don't speak the truth, because it's not profitable. What I'm doing right now is terrible business. Because I'm not doing business, I'm doing community. Right? But when you're trying to sell card readings, you're not trying to do all that kind of talk. Why? Because you don't want to piss off your clients. But this kind of practice needs, we need to reduce it and bring out spiritual practice instead of more spiritual business. That's what's on here. Right. And TikTok don't even like card reading. You know why? It takes the money away from the platform. Instead of building community on the platform, you take away the money and the community. That's why they don't really push card reading. But you know what they support? I'm trying to give you the secret up in here. For the people who trying to find their way as a light worker, you know. I be giving away too many secrets already, but some people don't know because they're not looking for that kind of. But when they hear, interesting. Do you do Reiki? I don't do Reiki, but the Buddha does. Jesus does. Me, I just hit both and play the flute. You know, just whack both. Ping tong. And I make my life work. You have to make your life work. Like if you need money, you gotta find a way to get money. But don't be addicted and don't be attached and don't be manipulated by money, or else you end up joining a multi-level marketing. I shared with a pastor friend. You shared with a pastor friend and it was sad. What do you mean, Martin? Maxwell? You know, to me, I take your family and people's, like when I hear about people taking their life and people depressed, I take that super seriously. That's what our goal is, to prevent and stop suffering and raise peace and happiness. Right? And I'm just glad that in my reach, but I can't reach everybody, but we all can reach a different group of people. There's people who are living in South Africa that come to this stream. You have the South African reach. There's people who live in Thailand that come here. You got the Thailand reach. And if we all just do we need a little lighthouse everywhere. But how do you activate the lighthouse within? We're already doing it every day that we connect with authentic, genuine people. That spiritual practice and lead with the heart first, which may be very difficult because it's, right, South Africa here. Hey, shout out to Olivia. People are waking up. Religious people are starting to see, hey, I can still be religious and resonate with spiritual people. And the reason why religious people don't resonate with the spiritual people is the money part that corrupts religion and spirituality. But what makes religion and spirituality beautiful is practicing the connection. Like crystals, right? A crystal is like a Buddha statue. Some people don't like Buddha statues, but they love it's the same energy. It helps, it reminds you of what's within, the beauty within, the crystalline structure within, the Buddha nature, the Christ consciousness. Some people look at the tree and they feel the Buddha nature. All is one. So many people around the world resonate with this message, but it's hard to kind of like rally around it because you get attacked, basically. You get some resistance online, you'll get some resistance in person. But the beautiful part is that when you operate with unconditional love, it protects you because it's pure. But when you practice something that has conditions, the ego is involved. And so there's going to be up and down, lack of faith. If there's no money, they don't serve. Right? To keep the walls, to keep an establishment open, they need donations. The bigger the establishment, the more money that's needed. So the more humble the community, the less money it needs to connect people. So whenever the community is too big, it needs too much money. And when you have too much money, sprinkle in a little corruption, sprinkle in a piece of the pie. I need a piece. And then you lose the genuine connection. Because why? You want to grow too quickly. Shout out to Joel. That's why people don't like the big churches and big gurus and big. It's hard to manage when the community is too big. But when it's a humble size, we can connect to people more. Which is why whenever we have deep talk, it's a humble group of people, because the mainstream, the mainstream has been taught to be addicted to dopamine. I've tried multi-level marketing. What I have is obtained is a depression. Well, I hope that you feel better, Vanessa, because we're doing one love up in here. One love. Yeah. I got into multi-level marketing in the past before. It makes you sell your values, in my experience. I'm sure there's some great people who learn to do the right thing with it. But a lot of times, it's about marketing, and marketing is about getting people's money. You can do it genuinely for sure, but genuine people are few. There's good people out there, but to be genuine is very few. And so to be genuine, because most genuine people are not going to be in that field anyways. Because when you're genuine, you need a lot less to be happy instead of need more to be happy. More money, more problems. I don't know what they want from me. Like the money we go more. Look what happened to Biggie. But let's not go down that rabbit hole. Please tell me how to reach higher. You want to reach higher? You have to learn to leap of faith. Sometimes you want to reach higher, but you can't. Well, are you willing to take the leap of faith? And most people are too scared to take the leap of faith, and that's why they choose mediocrity. They pick the safe route. I didn't get here talking to you because of the safe route. You got one life to live, and so are you just going to pick the easiest route because it's easy to get to that destination? Right? It's like, it's easy to drive to the local park, but to drive to like the Grand Canyon, ooh, that's an adventure, that's a journey. It takes a lot more effort to see something magnificent. You can just drive to the local park and look at some ducks. Right? But if you want something, you want to have an amazing journey in life, you got to take the leap of faith and go for it this lifetime. Yeah, it takes work to level up. But I just want to say we live in a supportive universe, brothers and sisters. Like I got this far because we actually live in a universe that's supportive if you lead with your heart. Many people practice manifestation, but they're trying to manifest a bunch of stuff they just want but don't need. I want to get married, but you need to love your damn self first. So they get married, and what happened? Divorce. Why? Because they don't even know what is love. They think marriage is going to lead them to happiness, but happiness is already within. But that message is not popular. But now it's needed, and it works, right? Shandi says, I really don't want a job, but I'm so money. Yeah, you don't want the job, but you need it. I don't want to work for money, but you need money, so I'm donation based. But it took time for me to live a donation based life. I had to work for money, Amazon delivery, selling books on Amazon, Uber Eats, Ubering people to the airport. I had to be a wedding videographer, massage therapist, but I quietly kept working on my dream, which is like your baby. Your dream is like your baby, right? So you have a baby, physical, and you have your dream. That's a baby that needs you to tend to it too. And when your baby, because if you don't take care of your baby, that baby is sad. Your dream, we all have a dream. And if we don't believe in our dream, our dream has abandonment issue too. But the more you're like, I have a dream and I believe in it, that dream starts to light up. You're like, you're starting to believe in me? Because it's New Year's. And after the New Year, your dream go away now. And that dream go, wah. I thought you want to open an animal sanctuary for real. The dream kind of fade away, but it's still there. It's over. Your dream's far away now. But you can always hear your dream. Your dream is to open animal sanctuary. Why don't you? I don't know how. That's hard. I need to pay my bill. You could still study how others do it. You don't have to start it. Just study how others do it. There's a bunch of animal sanctuaries already. I'm trying to watch the game right now. It's Thanksgiving. I'm trying to eat my turkey. I don't have time for all this. I'm trying to go to sleep, and my dream's trying to call me right now. And dog sanctuary. Happy dogs roaming the field, barking everywhere. Let me go. Let me just watch some more Mr. Beast on YouTube. your dream barking at you. Then you go to the dodo. You go watch some dodo. You're like, oh my God, animal rescue people. That's so dope. That'd be cool if I can do that. Your dream barking at you. Nah, how the heck am I gonna do that? You watch more dodo video. Oh my gosh, that dog looked terrible. Oh my God, they saved the dog. Because you know what is your dream, and you have to, like a sister, you have to stay committed to your dreams. And we all have a different dream, and somebody's already doing it, and we can learn from them. Right? I remember when I first became more spiritual and meditated, I went on YouTube and I saw the dude called Temple Sounds. He was surrounded by Tibetan singing bowls and gongs and tingsha. So I was like, that is dope. I'm not trying to sell instruments. I'm trying to play instruments. Ta-da! But that's like 10 years ago. But my heart, I didn't know it would lead me back to instruments. Right? I was trying to be a meditation teacher. I was trying to... Bowls? Yeah. Bowls. Oh, if you go on widescreen mode, you can see all the instrument, which is like somewhere around here. That's what I mean by bowls. And just a couple flutes. A whole new world. Yeah, widescreen is like a whole new world. But, you know, let me go check my framing. A new fantastic point of view. There we go. See? Then you go widescreen. Let's see here. I'm trying to stay grounded. Any advice on how to deal with deep disappointment from loved ones? How deep of a disappointment? Welcome me macaroni, by the way. How deep of a disappointment we talking about? Thank you, Janet. When we get disappointed when we have expectation. We have expectations because we have standards in life, but that standard is meant for ourselves. Right. So we teach people to love themselves, but I don't expect you to. But when you do it, you benefit, right? When you love yourself, your life, your happiness deeply improves. So thank you, brothers and sisters out there, loving yourself. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Self-love, self-devotion. They have shown to not care about the well-being of vulnerable people. They have shown they only get. They have the free will to believe in whatever they want. Right? I can't force you to Stop, breathe, and relax. It's good for you, but you can just play video games all day and smoke. That's the beautiful thing about life. Your life is how you operate it, right? If all day you practice laziness, your result is a lazy result. But when you have compassion, when you practice compassion, your life blooms, because compassion, you help people, you understand people, because you help yourself, you understand yourself. So I'm curious to know how to get over that sadness. Stop expecting stuff from your family. But here's the key. Raise the bar for yourself. Master yourself. Because your family will take you seriously when you master yourself with result. That is the next key. Master yourself with result that's clear, stay committed, and long-lasting. So it's a lifelong transformation. And as your family see your transformation, they're like, maybe my son knows what he's talking about actually. Maybe my daughter actually knows what she's doing, because I keep hearing good things. I keep seeing positive things. I see her or him rallying people in peace and love. I hear about him making people's life better. Maybe we should listen. Because when they hear through the grapevine, your daughter's helping people. I'm so grateful she's doing that. You must be lucky to have them as a daughter or a son. When a parent hears that, it's humbling, like, my son and daughter? And if they keep hearing it back to back to back to back, what if you don't listen even? That means you haven't mastered yourself. You haven't done enough work to overflow. Because here's the thing, you're half your father and mother. When you deeply have joy, it overflows your whole family. Right, my family, like my parents are about to go on a 3-month vacation to Thailand. Before getting this far, my parents didn't take vacation at all. Right, we're an immigrant family. We had a laundromat. We were there 24/7. My Halloween, hang out in a parking lot, daydreaming about Halloweening. I just Halloween in the parking lot. Throw a football to the sky and catch it. Rollerblade around the parking lot laundromat. But now, the blessing as my life and our life improve, our parents' life, but many people don't believe in this. Why? No patience, no discipline, no result, no practice. Right? So when you deeply overflow, when you're fulfilled, when your cup is fully filled, you naturally overflow to your family. So just me being peaceful and calm, my family is peaceful and calm. They practice peace and calm because I'm consistently peaceful and calm, even though they pissed off sometimes. Like when people is pissed off, they see me just And so whenever I do raise fire, they're like, ooh. Because when you're always calm and you decide to bring the dragon out, they're like, oh, shoot. Because they know that's like you don't want to be like that, but you're doing it because you're standing up for what you believe. You feel me? And so it's about being willing to listen deeper to your family. You want them to listen to you, but that's not how it works. To gain their ear, you have to give them your ear for a while. It's not, right? You want to teach them self-love. They don't, right? But before you can teach somebody, you have to be willing to listen to them and be their student. And listen with love. Listening with love humbles the ego, because most people don't want to hear the ego blabbing on about some BS that you don't want to hear about. So you just walk away. This is why it's in your video. How do I become Buddhist? You gotta talk to a Buddhist monk. Me, I just love myself. I was raised in Buddhism, but I'm not Buddhist. I just practice happiness with result. I practice compassion with result. I practice forgiveness with results. Some people practice religion, practice philosophy with no result. They talk about compassion only, but they don't practice compassion. They just like the concept. You know what I'm saying? They always talk about love your neighbor, but they don't. They know love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast. But they don't practice the scripture. They just have faith in the scripture, but don't practice it. What result? The result that you're looking for. You believe in peace, right? But you're not peaceful. Well, that's no result. You just believe in peace, but you don't practice peace. And you practice it, but your life's not peaceful. Well, why? Because you're not practicing peace, or else you would actually experience peace. Do you see how common sense it is? But it's not, because the ego likes to BS. Right? The ego likes to like, nah, you're actually no, you're happy. No, you're not. You will tell yourself you're happy, but you don't feel it. Thinking that you're happy doesn't mean you feel happy. Saying I love you to somebody doesn't mean they feel love. Oh, that's painful to admit. Some mothers will say I love you to their child, and a child will say I love you back, but there's no love being transferred. Because how can you share love with others when you don't even love your damn self? That's a damn truth. Belief, then practice. Your belief, does this equal values? It becomes your value when you're consistent with it. Some people have values that are inconsistent. Well, yeah, it means you have inconsistent values. So it is values, but when you're not consistent with your value, it's called double standard. Oh, I hate that word. It's called BS. That's the worst thing. Double standard. That's called ego. Right? We call it double standard because we're trying to be nice to people. You BSing. You say one thing, but you mean another. You just want to believe when it's convenient for you to believe. But when it's inconvenient, you throw your values in a garbage can. So you lose. It's called integrity. That's why I don't want to. That's why, and it's hard to find people who stand on integrity, respect, values. Right. But when I do find somebody with integrity, respect, and they stand on their values, you know what I'm saying? Like, where you been all my life? Right? Because some people only have values when it's convenient. But the values become stronger when you practice it when it's inconvenient. You gotta stand on your principles, not only when it's convenient, right? But when it's like when people come to when people come here and be disrespectful towards me, I still treat them with respect because I'm practicing and standing on my values. Because it's all I got. It's your life, right? Because if you don't have values, you live life like you have no compass in life. You're just doing random stuff. But when you have values, principles, right? You're clear on how you operate life, right? You don't cheat, you don't scam, you don't do the wrong thing. But we're not here to be perfect. Sometimes we do the wrong thing. But if you can mostly do the right thing, because sometimes ego is going to be the ego. But the more you stay pure, do the right thing in your value system, then you're going to get great result. I look at the result and look at what they have produced in their life. Right, so that's why talk is cheap. Good marketing, right? But when we look at the result, have they built something? Have they created something that has compassion, or are they just talking about compassion? Right? Are they consistent? Are they on it? Is they about that life, or is this just a marketing scheme to get you in the door so that you could be a member? Link in the bio. Yeah, you sway with everything in the wind. So in the beginning, we're all trying to figure out our values, right? And our value system deepens and expands and grows, positively or negatively, right? So if you're a hustler, you're gonna start slanging, right? Easy things to slang, and as you become more negative, you're gonna start doing worse things and worse things and worse things until you hit the wall, and then you decide, this hustling life is not for me, let me change. Right? Same thing with sleeping around. In the beginning, we do that because we're figuring out our value system, and as we realize this is not the right way, you can always go the other way. Like me, I used to do all types of substance, look for, women to date, or looking for validation, going to the clubs, drinking, try to fit in by drinking more. You just want to fit in. You're just trying to figure out what the hell is life about. Because a lot of times we need mentors out here, but the mentor will only mentor you as a life coach. Or sometimes you want to mentor them, but you gotta be religious, right? And if they're not religious, it's a life coach. And a life coach, that money. Oh, what about just a good human? There are out there, but we need more mentors out here. Right? We need more mentors who are, we need to live humbly and help people, And if you're religious, it's great. It's a great thing. If religion works for you, stand on it, lead with it, stay humble. The issue is that just because someone else is not your religion, that you disrespect, and when you disrespect and tell people to go to hell, it doesn't spread love. It makes people like, oh, that's what your religion is about. But there's just a few bad eggs in the basket. Most people actually are humble and loving, but we don't want to tell our homies, hey, telling people to go to hell might not be the best thing, right? Like when spiritual people talk bad about religion, that's the bad take for spiritual people. We need to respect each other. Just because you've been hurt by religion doesn't mean it's all bad. So I see too many spiritual people disrespect religion, and I see many religious people also look down. The issue is the disrespect, because love unites, ego fights. And the world's changing. We're becoming more spiritual because people can unite with spirituality. Not everybody wants to be Buddhist. Not everybody wants to be Christian. Not everybody want to be a Muslim. But we all enjoy love. We all enjoy gratitude and peace. The values in the religion system, when you take the roots out, oh, we like the same thing. Respect, happiness, compassion. Right? We like validation. Right? And again, we're not here to say what religious people do is wrong. What works for you may not work for me. So we should do what works and find agreement instead of focus on what we don't agree on. And the popular word now is called divisive. All right? Instead of oneness, unity. Those are just sometimes political words to throw out because I believe in unity, but you ain't practicing it. Right? And so I'm grateful for I love that what we got going on in here, we got diversity. Like we got Muslims, Buddhists, Christian, agnostic people, all people in here. And to me, that's dope. When you go to the park in Houston and we meditate, you see all types of people. Some people bring their cat. We got cat meditation up, you know. We got dogs out here. You know. And we got kids playing the Play-Doh. We got the elders out here. We got Sister Jane, 80-year-old, and still coming out to the park to meditate. Cat meditation before GTA 6. Who knows? Maybe there's a meditation in GTA 6. Like, word. Welcoming everybody. Do you do these? No, the meditation's just Sundays at the park. Right. Minnell Park. There's a meetup link in my profile. Yeah. The reason I became, in the beginning, I was not open to religious things because I didn't know about them. But as I became more spiritual, I'm like, why don't I learn about Christianity? Why don't I learn a little bit about, you know, Hinduism? Why don't I be open instead of closed? And I find myself agreeing with many religious people. And I'm like, that's dope. How can we unite and agree more? And the issue with spirituality is the spiritual business, where the face of spiritual business is like card reading and metaphysical shops that is more business oriented. Right? When we think about spirituality, you think of the thing. You go to the crystal shop, buy some tarot cards, some incense, some nag champa, right? I'm trying to change that so that it's more about practice than about stuff, right? Connection, music, and community instead of sell a service. Imagine if Jesus or Buddha sold a service. Hell no. Right? Would you like healing for 33? Just a mini healing though, 33. You know what I mean? We just help people. When you help people, the universe send help back. When you unconditionally help people, what do you think comes back to you? Something that's more than money. Wisdom, compassion, peace, community. The priceless thing that money can't buy. But it's hard to teach that sometimes when there's so much marketing online. There's so much marketing in sports. There's so much materialism out there that doesn't connect people. It disconnects them. Right? Like, how many Jordans do you need? Like, are the Jordans changing the world? Or are you just here for the resale? Oh, I'm here for the resale. You're giving without strings attached. Yeah? Without strings. Apparently, that's kind of hard to explain to people. Unconditional love. Boring, right? There you go again. So nowadays, when people hear when people hear about spirituality, some people have a negative, experience with it, because it's like a few people, maybe just a few bad eggs don't make the whole batch bad, right? Because some people are really business-driven spirituality, and I do not collaborate with that type of spiritual, because that's my principles and values. But if they do, hey, you have the free will to charge whatever, 10,000 for psychic training, 10,000 for Reiki mastery, $2,222 for a retreat, when the real retreat is right under your nose. They just go 2-week retreat, come back to miserable life. Bali, Thailand, Costa Rica, come back to miserable life. Escape. But I gotta respect the yoga community, because there's more yoga studios popping up, because it's a bridge between the gym and spirituality that's still mainstream, right? Because they don't want to get spirituality involved, because there's politics involved attached to religion and spirituality, unfortunately. So the bridge between the gym and spirituality is the yoga studio that can be a transition space to go to the metaphysical shop, and that metaphysical shop leads you to other philosophies. So there's a channel that's leading people to unconditional love, because sometimes they don't resonate with going to church or the temple, but there's many rivers that lead to the same ocean. What's your thoughts on election? As you may not know, we don't talk about politics in this community, because it doesn't matter here. What matters is the moment now. And that's why we're happy here. Right. Now, we respect politics. We respect that there's politics, but we just don't do it in here, because it's everywhere already. You know what I mean? Which is kind of, rare to find where you can just chill. But at the end of the day, I had to mention the word respect, because this is the main issue right now. Disrespect. Why do we disrespect? The lack of compassion. We're not willing to understand people, so we just judge them off the bat. It's like some people come here and judge me right away. I'm like, And I say, welcome. Because you get used to it when you get judged all the time. Twitch new policy, don't allow politics unless you address a neighbor. Yeah. But of course, we live in a world that has. We got what we got, right? We could pray to be born in another multiverse where the system is perfect and everybody does the right thing and there's no corruption. That's called fantasy, not reality. You know what I mean? But of course, that's why we have to have principles and boundaries. So when we have when we see what it, when we see how politics can be very divisive, having a space where it's just unity, peace, compassion, understanding, be the change you wish to see in the world instead of be the complaint. Right? A lot of the news is just be the complaint. I blame them. And then the other side goes, I blame them. And then nothing gets done. The end. No. This is why I love Be the Change so much. Practicing meditation, mindfulness, teaching people how to de-stress. That's practical, right? There's action involved instead of just move lips, and there's no like teaching about how to actually practice gratitude, practice positive affirmation, learn to breathe deeply, slow down. Slow down. It's a daily choice to choose to love, but it's worth it. Yeah. And that's why I'm very selective of who I collaborate and I talk to. When I'm around some friends, I'm more quiet because they like to go on and on about what's here, thinking they're operating from the heart. They're operating from here, but that's all they know. So I still love, you gotta love people. The master told us, when somebody shows you who they are, believe it. When somebody's operating from here, I don't need them to operate from, that's just who they are. I can love them where they're at. I don't need to change them. Play the flutes. Amanda needs some. Yeah. And so this is why there's a human experience, right? The ego and what's happening in society, and the spiritual experience of now, of gratitude, that we're all one. We're all connected, one love. So we have to see that there's a spiritual oneness. Yes, we're all one, but there's also you, because that's the human experience, which was what makes this reality. Some people try to escape the human experience by pretending that it doesn't exist. And so we become what we call very airy and ungrounded. Angel numbers. It says 1234 right now. Which I used to be myself. I used to be very ungrounded because I spent a lot of time in the spiritual practice that I became very airy and ungrounded. And it, which was a long time, I think about 5 years. living more with intuition. But and luckily I have a great teacher, the master, who helped me to like, it's okay to accept money, just don't let it use you, use the money. Because I used to be like very no money kind of person. But when you have a good heart and good intentions and you have money, you can do good things. But when you don't have discipline, you don't have principles, you will sell out. And they call it sell your soul, which is what I don't want. Because I see a lot of people, the money changes people. I don't want to be somebody who I lose my heart or disconnect because of the money. So I check my ego in a moment-to-moment basis. I'm always observing, is this my ego? But I'm not like obsessive, it is my ego. I just quietly aware. This may be my ego. Can people give the soul to the devil for real? No. It means you sell out your principles to just, you get what you want. Right? But what you want isn't necessary. Like some people just want $1 million because they want stuff. But what they're looking for is abundance. Because when you feel abundant, it's called a fruitful life. Because you feel fulfilled. Your basket is full of fruit. But when you don't feel abundant, no amount of money will ever be enough. Right? When you don't love yourself, no amount of dating apps and sleeping around is ever enough. Which leads to dis-ease. And it humbles you. Unfortunately, that's just how it works. That's how the system works. I took a job that judged me all day long. I become desensitized. Well, you sign up for a job. If you sign up for something that doesn't fulfill you, then you can slowly figure out what does fulfill you. But you gotta be grateful that at least you have a job. Some people don't. Just because your job is not perfect doesn't mean it's like there's no lessons there. At least you have a job. You gotta show some gratitude to the unfulfilled things in life too. I used to sell hot dogs at IKEA. You know when you check out at IKEA, you see the hot dog? I used to sell hot dogs there. Oh, you want a hot dog, chip, and drink at $3.24. I used to wash car at the Acura dealership. That was probably the worst. I mean, it's not. I used to listen to the satellite radio and listen to the trance station. Because it would be so hot. And you get in the newest Acura TL, whatever. They have to wash it all the time because it's a rental, whatever. Right? We get into the drive-through car wash and we blast the AC and turn on the trance. And then, which made me extra crispy. I was dark as I was extremely burnt because you work in the sun all day. It was crispy. Yeah, I'm glad I'm doing this too. I think the greatest job I ever had was being a server at the Cheesecake Factory because it was so difficult. Golly, there's like over 300 items on the menu. You have to, hi, welcome to the Cheesecake Factory. My name is Tanet. I hate talking to people. Okay, so to be a server and be, hi, how can I get you started with some bread? Or what would you like to drink today? I'm not trying to do all that, but the job make you. You know what I mean? And you gotta wear all white. Right? You gotta wear all white. And then when you don't do a good job, they give you the worst section in the back corner. But as you do better, they give you better section. So I hated working there for 2 years. But at third job, the third year, I almost got fired because I effed up too much, because I worry too much. So when I take orders, they ask for fettuccine alfredo with chicken, and I forget the chicken because I don't have discipline in my life. Think you like it? So as I almost got fired, I decide I'm gonna give the best that I can. If they order chicken, I'm gonna write every detail that they say, every damn detail. And it got me Employee of the Month, and it turned my life around. Almost getting fired from the Cheesecake Factory was a huge catalyst in deciding I'm gonna try at life now, because I did not try. I did not try at life for a long time, because I just felt so beat. You know, sometimes you feel so beat down by life, you just don't care anymore. Yeah. Welcome, Andy Jesus. And so when you don't, when I almost got fired, I decided, you know what? Am I gonna just give up? And I realized I don't lose anything by trying to be my best. I got nothing to lose. You got nothing to lose in trying to be just try. Do the best that you can. There's nothing to lose. You got one life to live. Why not do the best that you can? And so it worked out. 13 years you worked there, and I quit on my own. Hey, shout out to the Cheesecake Factory. Or daycare I used to feel like working at. Shout out to better jobs. Right. That's why I'm so grateful that I could do this now. I'm in the process of developing it. It's not easy, but it's worth it because I love it. When you love it and it makes money, oh, you got more than most people. Because most people make money, but they don't even love it. They just kind of like it. They don't even fully like it. You know what I mean? So it's a blessing to be able to do what you love, but it's not easy. Right? Like doing all this for hours. I've tried, but these matrix jobs are a hot mess. It's just how it is. I mean, we have to work many jobs. Service jobs are always needed, but people don't want it, because nowadays people don't want to deal with people. Because a lot of people nowadays, they did not have mentors. Where are their mentors at? Throw them in the retirement home. You throw all the elders in a retirement home, and they don't get to. You only see the elders on the holidays, barely. Back then, the elders were the one mentoring the young ones. So when you separate that system, you lack wisdom in the younger generation. And what's raising children? Social media. So when we're bringing the wisdom back, right? That's why the goal is to bring more wisdom to social media, to online, where people are. Right? We need more people, mentors, and to support even the current generation. Like, there's a lot that can happen here. So I sit and think about a lot of this. Before I decided to lead, it took me about 4 years of just deep contemplation. Just sat there and just thought about things. Just thought. And then whenever I'm done thinking, I just go back to my breath and clear it. Something rise up, contemplate, explore, find depth, find the root, find the cause, solution, clear. And as you do it for years and years, it becomes intuitive. That's why I'm speaking intuitively, because for years I sat there and had a self-conversation for years, and you can too. Right? You can do it too. I didn't know where it would lead me. I was like, why am I doing all this? Sitting here and just having a like self-talk for hours, really, just sit there. So. Can you repeat that part just now? Just now. That's why I'm writing in all these I got like 6 notebooks myself. In the beginning, I had to write down a lot. I had to write down what was going on, because there's a lot going on, and when I saw it in the book, I'm able to like find the network of thoughts that lead to the oneness, which is your value system. Yeah, you have to find, like, because you have a value system that's unclear, but when you become clear, you become more confident about who you are. Fine. Yeah. Thank you, Dale Arboles. Where else are you streaming? On Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok. Yeah. It's 200 people on TikTok. We got 32 people on Twitch. Excuse me. 25 people on YouTube. No, there's people on YouTube. Some people just like YouTube because there's less noise. 'Cause when you jump on TikTok, it's an aggressive algorithm, very aggressive. Because the dopamine is very aggressive. So some people don't like it. So if you don't know how to use it, it pulls you in for hours, because it's designed it's designed that way. And and so on YouTube, they try to do the same thing, but it's not the same thing because they're behind. They're trying to catch up with the vertical live streaming. It's not the same thing. It's a different platform. But, I honestly only scroll on TikTok to read what's going on, like the general consciousness. And the best way to gauge is scrolling through the live stream. Because when you scroll through video recorded content, it's reading you, right? It's reading how long you watch. But there's only a limited amount of live streaming content. So you can explore the consciousness of TikTok just by looking through the live stream to see where people are rallying, where people are gathering, what's popping, right? Where's the focus? Is there something? So you scroll through the live stream because it's limited. So that's the beauty. But if you scroll through the video content, it's just trying to farm. Oh, he watches cat videos longer. Let me watch more cat videos, right? But when you're on live stream, there's not that much live streaming going on, so you get to see the real, it's more pure because there's a lot less live streamers. I'm telling them all the secrets. And I do that because I care. I want to see like where people's consciousness are. I want to see, are people happy? That's what I care about, making sure people are grounded. That's right. I just want to make sure people are grounded and peaceful And because that's what we're about, this community. Did you get a P.O. box yet? Not yet, but I will get it this month. Many people still asking me, so I'm like, did they forget? Yeah, this month I will get a P.O. box. Pride. The USPS. Yeah, thank you for wanting to even send anything. So it is so true. I love the tip of scanning the lives. TikTok's a great, yeah. Let's see here. I put limit on my attention to media. I focus on channels like this. I focus on sound healers. When I'm on TikTok, I pay attention to all the sound healers. Right? I keep an eye on what's going on. Is there new sound healers coming? How are they doing? Right? Where are they from? How are they practicing? Is it sound like pots and pans, or do I feel something? I felt when yeah. Shelly says I'm retired. Have some credit. I took a retail at a big tent show here. First time in my life you're fired. Oh, okay. At 65, you're fired for being an old woman. Yeah. Well, when the universe doesn't want you somewhere, the door will close and a new one will open. When I was live streaming on Insight Timer, I liked it, but it didn't lead to a deeper connection. And when Insight Timer didn't work, the universe opened TikTok for me, which I started live streaming on TikTok in April. And now we just surpassed 70,000 followers, so thank you. Spreading compassion online is powerful. I started on AOL. It's always been there. Sheng says, so true about families putting their elders in homes. I love my mom. It's an honor to be one of her daughters, and she has a mom. Yeah. I grew up with a lot of grandmas loving me. Right? I grew up mainly with women. I didn't even, like I said, I don't know my grandfathers. I don't remember their face. We barely have photos. But the ladies apparently live longer. I mean, that's statistics, right? Women live longer than men. Because men be out here doing wild stuff sometimes. Nowadays, they're doing the takeover, drifting, driving fast. There's a lot of... And I mean, they've always been driving fast, but now they're just more of it, you know. They got the Hellcats, cars nowadays 800 to 900 horsepower, and when you have a high horsepower car and young people, that's not a good recipe. Don't even get to 900. Just give them a Mustang any Mustang. Even if nowadays the slowest Mustang is like 300 horsepower. Back then they lived longer because cars were so slow. Nowadays cars, like you can get a freaking Toyota and it's fast as hell. You get a Honda nowadays, you can, like, this thing goes. the VTech kicking. You know, that VTech still hitting. Like, I thought this was supposed to be a minivan. Yeah, it's a 2.4 liter turbo. Like, dang. You had the. Are y'all ready for sound healing? I'm gonna restart the whole stream. Hey, welcoming Sister Pierre Poffy. We got, who's that? Sister Holly chillin'. Un bonjour de Paris. Hello, everybody. Hello. Shout out to Paris. Thank you. My goal, you can keep talking. Oh, y'all want more? Y'all don't want music? Like, we need more podcast. Like, we try. Yeah. Oh, wait, hold on. We're gonna do a poll. We got technology. If people don't want it, okay, let's vote. Because if we do music, we're about to do a 3-hour sound bath, okay? 1 more hour or 3 hour of music. Okay, you got option. But I think people want music. Shout out to Sister Pierre Poffy. I always love yourself, yeah. It's different, yeah. Well, I've been taught to change things up all the time, because if you don't change things up, you lose connection with it, which is called feng shui. And it's true. When you don't engage with your environment and space, you do lose connection. So that's why you see me keep adjusting. Even the way I dress, I change it. Right, that's why you see me wearing on my white tee. Whoa. All right. At the top left on TikTok, you can vote here. 1 more hour of talk or 3 hour sound bath now. Okay. Even the flow that we're operating at, we didn't have 3 hour or 4 hour sound bath. It used to be half and half, right? So as we have more discipline, people know there's going to be music coming up. I realize we benefit more when we don't talk too much. More practice silently. Because now that we talked a while, we need time to digest the information. Right? It's like sometimes we have a lot of philosophy talk, but we don't have silent time. Right? And sometimes people have silent time, but it's too short. I'm like, y'all just gonna meditate for a good 5 minutes? That's it? Now we need like an hour at least, you know? But why? That takes effort. Right? Because many people talk because they get that money. When it comes meditation, right, it's like, I'm not hyped up right now. I'm going to just leave. Right? Thank you, Pastor. And so sometimes people need to learn to not engage with the community, but learn to engage with their inner kingdom. How do I get hyped up silently? Like this. And you just keep doing it. Oh, it's a close poll right now. 18 votes for a 3-hour sound bath, 16 votes for 1 more hour talk. Okay, looks like we have chosen the 3-hour sound bath. It was at the top here. The poll is done. So let me end. I'm gonna end the stream and I'm gonna restart it with live sound healing journey. And then I'm gonna take a short break. Not even a short break. I'm gonna go use the restroom and come right back. So I'm gonna end the stream and I'll see you soon. Here. Well, here. I'll end the stream, start it right back, and take a short break.